We are back, and what are you excited about in the future? Because honestly, there's 6 more weeks of this,
yes,
and there's so much to learn because they do a lot. There's a lot behind the scenes.
It's 3 hours long once a week, so you get a lot of information, a lot of good information.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the SWAT guys coming in and talking to us because they always have some interesting stories. I took some criminal justice classes when I was in college, and we had a SWAT guy who came in and was telling us, these people are crazy. So I guess it'll be interesting to see what kind of craziness we got going on in Kokomo because, yeah, I mean, like you said, I'm new here.
Yep. So it's a whole new experience for you.
So it'll be nice to find out from the inside.
Now, you talked about the canine units. Will you guys actually be in the suit?
They didn't tell us that. Probably not. I'm sure there's some liability issues where, you know, like...
What if you signed a waiver?
I'll check. I'll see.
Because not only are you going to get tased, here are the dogs.
Not only am I going to get tased, I can wear that big bodysuit and run and see what it's like.
Have you ever wanted to? I always wondered. I'm not brave enough, but there's that line that my toe is on that I've always wondered.
I have watched some videos of people being tased, and that just, it doesn't look like my kind of fun. I mean, you know, maybe...
What about the dog suit?
Really? Have you seen those things?
But they're big enough that people don't get injured.
But I don't even know how you move in that. So how do you get away from the dog? It's not really like a little puppy. It's coming after you.
True. I'm not the adventurous type. I'm not the type to jump out of airplanes or anything like that. But there's always been that little wonder about what that would be like. Just little. Not enough to do anything.
I would jump out of a plane. I'm not sure I'd like to get tased or attacked by a trained police dog. I mean, they're cute as puppies.
At least he can say stop if something bad goes wrong.
Yeah, but how wrong does it need to go before it
stops? True. There's that line, though. That's exactly what you're...
That is true. That is true. But
so,
like I said,
all kinds of new and exciting things. You are new to the community. Yep. What else can we expect coming out of Rosie?
Coming out of Rosie.
What are you excited to do?
There's lots of stuff that I'm excited to do. I mean, there's always something going on, and since I cover City Hall, there's always new and different things coming out of that.
Big news, yeah.
You know, depending on what's happening each week to week, and so there's always something new that pops up, and I'm never really sure what's going to happen. So it just depends. Although this weekend, Third House is coming up, so we'll have our local politicians and ask them all kinds of questions about...
Hard-hitting questions.
Right. Why'd you do this? I didn't like what you did. I voted for you, and now I'm mad. I don't know.
That kind of stuff. But, again, if the viewers have questions for those same politicians...
Yeah, they can come.
You are the gal, too.
Well, I hope
you can be their voice box.
I hope so. They can call me, or they can show up at Ivy Tech on Saturday, and we can all ask the hard-hitting questions together.
Because that's what they're there for.
Right? You know, they're there to be abused. We voted them into office. Now it's our turn to keep them accountable.
Down to the nitty-gritty. Absolutely. Well... Again, we got 6 more weeks. It's all exciting. It's very informative, and it kind of gives you a behind-the-scenes look of what's going on, how something works. And if you've always wanted to know, because I know with reality TV, they kind of glamorize things a little bit, but this kind of brings it down to our own local level. So it's kind of reality TV with facts.
Yeah, you get to see what's fact, what's fiction, and because, you know, well, one of the things they mentioned last night at the jail is the inmates are always coming back with these horror stories. And he says half the time, you know, it's not even true. You know, they can sit there and they'll throw their food and they'll, you know, do all kinds of gross stuff. And they don't care until maybe their family member shows up and then they go, oh my God, you know what I have to live with here? And he's like, they do it to themselves. And then the only time they get mad is if a family member's there or the girlfriend's there or, you know, what have you. So you kind of get to see, you know, maybe what the inmate is saying isn't exactly what's actually going on.
So it kind of puts a nice spin on it, and you kind of get to see exactly firsthand.
So I'm enjoying it.
So if you don't get the Kokomo perspective, just give us a call, 452-0055, or check us out online, kokomoperspective.com, because I'm not kidding. She is really a go-getter. You're going to love to read the articles from her. Again, 6 more weeks. If you haven't caught up on the last 2, definitely, if you need copies.
They're online.
Yeah, stop by, check it out online. Thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, yeah.
It's exciting. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.